Ladies and gentlemen, from the New Hampshire state capitol in Concord, the President of the United States. Good afternoon. Today, diplomats met at a conference in Cairo. We are pleased so far that despite some roadblocks, that some pathway is being led to peace. We are hoping that all things go well there. Also, number two, I am pleased to announce that I just heard about 5 minutes ago that the U.S. House Committee on Small Business and Entrepreneurship voted 19-8 to bring my proposal for federal grants and aid for small business to the U.S. House floor for final consideration and debate. I am very pleased with this. I have reached out to House Minority Leader Dick Gephardt, and we are relieved that this passed. However, let me confide in saying this. At least one Democrat joined Republicans in order to support the committee passage of this piece of legislation. The rest were spearheaded by Arkansas Congresswoman Marina Simmons. I have instructed Congressman Gephardt to bring forth party discipline where that is concerned. What happens regarding to that is a matter with a Democratic minority in the House. I am open for 9 questions. Yes.
Mara Myson, NPR, Mr. President. My question to you is this. This Friday, the Dow went down. The Dow went down 400 points, but was able to rise 300. And many feel that it is influenced by countries like Brazil, Germany, and Russia. Do you please comment on this?
I will be meeting with leaders in the Department of State to modify our desire to give funding to Russia. It is clear to me that Yeltsin's government, although solvent, is not stable. Therefore, funding for Russia at this point is going to be limited.
But yet the international markets in England and France this week suffered because of Germany and Russia.
Once again, our economy is sound. And as for Germany and Russia, we will be reaching out to them as soon as possible. Brazil and Argentina are going to play ball. It is Mexico so far that is refusing. Next question. Walter Williams, Mr. President. Last weekend's meeting in Beirut tanked. I want to know what your take is on that. Great Britain withdrew. King Hussein of Jordan withdrew. Therefore, the United States withdrew. It is not always up to us, even though we long for it, to bring forth Middle East peace. But we are going to make our best efforts to be there today. Despite any demands by Ehud Barak. The issue with Ehud Barak is under the purview of the international community. Next question.
Irene Dickerson is president of the Society page. My question to you is this. Is it true that Mrs. Clinton is appearing in a couple of days to talk about this supposed scheme to give Webster Hubbell some work after he's out of prison?
I decline to comment.
One more question, Mr. President. Have you been talking regularly with Webster Hubbell?
Sometime a little bit of mid last week and last month. Not so much nowadays.
One more question. A bureaucrat is being convicted and going through sentencing. Do you care to comment on that?
I decline to comment. Ladies and gentlemen, some of these questions have been wasted. I don't mind answering some of them, but the fact of the matter is, I have a job to do, to create more jobs, to shore up our economy. If you don't mind, I'd like to go back to work for the American people. Thank you.